As the world starts to recover from a crazy 2020, are you feeling a little strange about having to go back into the office, or the restaurant, or the building that you once worked? Have you realized that getting up that extra 2 hours to get yourself and your kids ready before that 1 hour commute just wasn't very fun? Maybe you realized how nice it was not to have to see your scowling boss's face every day while you're working from home. Apparently, you're not alone. In April, the share of U.S. workers leaving jobs was 2.7%, according to the Labor Department. Now that's a jump of 1.6% a year earlier to the highest level since 2000. Hi, my name is J. Scott MacMillan, and I'm a career transition coach and author of the book, Be the Hero of Your Life. And I've created this training to help you figure out if you should make the big shift and switch careers, or hang in there and continue to build your skills and career relationships. Along with this training video, there's a workbook that you can download and work through with me. Taking the time to watch this video and fill out the workbook will pay big dividends no matter if you decide to make the switch now or not. Okay, let's keep moving on. The desire for change by many employees indicates that many professionals are feeling confident about jumping ship for better prospects, even though there are still relatively high unemployment rates. A new Pew Research Center survey finds that about half of U.S. adults who are currently unemployed, furloughed, or temporarily laid off and are looking for a job are pessimistic about their prospects for future employment. And most say that they've seriously considered changing fields or occupations since they've been unemployed. Many say they've experienced more emotional and mental health issues during the time that they've been out of work. In many ways, the pandemic has created a shift in the ecosystem of the workforce, and it has given people a pause to reflect on their lives. People are looking at the world differently, and it's even got a new name, the Great Shift. Now is the perfect time to reassess your life and career aspirations. Remember, if you're going to spend a large portion of your time with the people you work with, you better make sure that they're the kind of people that you want to associate with, and if the work you're doing makes you happy and proud. And if not, make the great shift. If you're thinking about switching careers, I've compiled a list of the 5 questions that will help you determine if you're ready to make the big shift or not. Either way, these questions will get you thinking about your life in a way that will benefit you no matter what you decide. These may not seem like the kind of questions that will land your next big career, but these questions are indeed the kind of questions that you need to help determine which career is most suited for who you are. If you take this seriously and truthfully answer them, it will lead you to finding the career that you're best suited for, so you won't be back here next year wanting to switch careers again. Okay, so take a few moments and answer these 5 questions and write a summary of your career perspective at this point in your life. Now, if you're in the camp of knowing you need to make a switch, then you can use these answers to help you find that career that was meant for you. Okay, so here's the first question. What is your bliss? Now, you may have never heard of the word bliss before, but Joseph Campbell, the father of the hero's journey, used this term to describe that thing that you love to do when you do it, and you really just get lost in it. You lose track of time, and you would actually do it for free. It's what lights you up and makes you smile when you think about it. If you follow your bliss, it can lead you to your passion and purpose, and ultimately to a fulfilling, purpose-driven career. You might immediately know what your bliss is right off the bat, but if you don't, just brainstorm some ideas and try a few of them on and see how you feel, and come up with a short list which will help you in your decision not only to switch careers, but what type of career to pursue. Okay, write down what your bliss is, what lights you up, what you lose track of time when you're doing it. What would you do for free because you love it so much? Okay, so pause this video and write down what your bliss is. Okay, question number 2. What is your why? Everything in life comes down to your big why, but most people never take the time to really figure this out. Why is it that you get up every morning and work, or don't work, or play with your kids, or even why you have kids? I know life can take off on its own, and we feel like we're just being swept down the stream of life, and we have no real choice in what happens in our life. But I'm here to tell you, it doesn't have to be that way. When you are working 12-hour days, stressing over that proposal that could make or break your business, your why is what is going to pull you through. Without a clear and thought out why, you will crumble under the demands of life, your job, or your business. Before you make any moves to a new career or job, it's very helpful to get down on paper why you are working and what you want your career to do for you and support your big why. Write down what your why is. What is it that makes you want to work? Why do you work? Who do you work for? Your family, yourself, your mentor? Think of that time when you were down or you were stressed out in your work and figure out what it is that's going to get you through it. Okay, so pause the video and answer, what is your big why? Okay, next question. What is your risk and pressure tolerance? Now this is going to help you determine how you will deal with risk and pressure. Starting your own business can give you more control, but it also comes with other risky and stressful issues that you'll need to consider. Are you cut out to be an entrepreneur where everything is on you, and if you don't bring in some new business, well, there's no paycheck? Or do you know that you need that consistent paycheck that comes from working from someone else? How much pressure can you handle before it starts impacting your health? Are you good under pressure or not? Now, your age may also impact on this because you may have time to recover if things don't go as planned. Okay, so write down what your career risk and pressure tolerance is. Do you like being the main person that gets to call all the shots? Can you handle the risk and pressure that if you don't perform, the business can actually fail? Maybe you need the security of that 9-to-5 job and a monthly paycheck. Okay, pause the video and write down how you are willing to take a risk. Okay, next question. What is your freedom quotient? Now this will help determine how important it will be to have that total control and freedom that starting your own business can provide. Now some corporate jobs can provide some level of freedom, but even if you're the CEO running the show, you probably still have to answer to a board of directors or a corporate shareholder. Now maybe buying into a franchise gives you the freedom to own your own business, but you get more guidance and structure. Maybe freelancing is the perfect career for you, so you can have the freedom to come and go and work where you want. Maybe you need that freedom to be able to take care of your kids and still be able to work. Okay, so write down what your freedom quotient is. Make sure you take into account your family and your living situation. How much time do you need to take care of the family during the day, or can you afford to be unavailable from 9 to 5 most days? Maybe you want to travel and work wherever you are. Okay, pause the video and write down what your freedom quotient is. Okay, last question. What will it cost if you don't switch? Now, switching careers is a big decision and something you should take very seriously. But if you're reading this, then you are already thinking about it. Now, you'll have to decide exactly why you're wanting to switch careers and take a moment to list out what your life will look like if you stay where you are. If your job is taking a toll on you mentally, you can be sure it's also affecting your physical health also. Every day you stay in a situation that is not right fit for you, it's adding up and you don't want to look back in 5 to 10 years and wish you'd made a move sooner. Okay, so write down what it will cost you if you do nothing and stay in your current career. If you know it's taking a toll on you now, project that out into the future of how it will affect you and your health and your mental outlook. Okay, pause the video and write down what it will cost you if you don't switch. Okay, although these are the big 5 questions that you should start with, there are many other questions that you're going to need to answer before you can decide if where you want to go and what you want to switch your career to. Here's a few of them. How could you design the working part of your life with the greatest possible freedom to yourself and live out your bliss and purpose? Decide if you want to work locally with in-person customers or have internet-based businesses and clients all over the world, or maybe a combination of both. Would you want to work in a home or would you want to work in an office with others? Do you want to travel and be able to work in any location? How would you like to organize your time and work hours? Now keep in mind all the other things that you want to do with your life outside of your business. How flexible do you want your time to be? For example, if your business focuses on one-to-one client interaction, your schedule will be much less flexible than if you were to have a one-to-many relationship with your clients. Now, of course, you can do both. Do you want to create residual or passive income when you aren't actually working? Decide how many days and hours you want to work each week. Think about the additional interests like your family, your hobbies, and other areas, and decide how many hours a week you want to devote to them. Also, decide on how many weeks of vacation you want to have each year. Include any other areas that may be of interest to you, like exercise, studying, reading, meditation, relaxation, or volunteer work each week. As you think about these issues, remember, you are here to live fully and grow. In this world today, you are only limited by yourself and your thinking. You can have everything you desire in this life, and you have all the tools available for you to make this possible. You are the creator of your life. Think freely about what you want to create to feel alive, joyous, helpful, and significant. Think about these questions on living an abundant and joyous life. Okay, return one more time to the thought of living without limits of time or money, location, or any other barriers that you might think, and ask, is there anything else that you want to include? If you could travel anywhere in the world and go first class, would this excite you? If you could donate a large sum of money to a specific charity and help to create a better world, would this touch your heart? If you could buy the highest quality organic food available and afford the best supplements and the best healthcare, would this be something that you would want to do for yourself? If you had the financial resources to send your children to the best schools, if you could afford to dine in to the best restaurants, would you do this, and how often? If you could afford to hire people to clean your house, maintain your yard, wash your car, and perform other routine tasks, would this create a more joyful life for you? You, of course, don't need these things in your life to feel joyous, fulfilled, and on purpose, but it's certainly possible if you want it to be. Thank you for taking this training and filling out the workbook. If you've played full in and spent some quality time with these questions, you've readied yourself to make a career switch or have decided to stay where you are for now. If you're currently out of work right now, these questions will prepare you to find that next perfect career. If you'd like more information about finding your next more meaningful career, I'll be hosting a free masterclass on finding your next career, where we're going to cover not only more about these questions and what steps you need to take to find that next best career. So stay tuned, watch your email for an invite to this masterclass soon. Thank you again for listening, and have a great day.